All right, baby, we live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the GetUp show. As you can see, we made some renovations. We made some improvements. We got some streaming. We got some live streaming. Let's go. Let me know if the audio is coming in clear. As you all know, I'm your host, Sendesdhaiti, back with another one. We're going to be going in about a lot of great topics in the next coming days and the next coming weeks and so forth. But first, before we get into this, I'd like to make some announcements. So, first things first is, if you'd like to support the show, we feature life lessons, lifestyle, business, and fitness, as well as investing. And we also have a gaming channel. So, if you're interested in those things, if you're interested in me, feel free to hit the like button in the description down below. Also, you could follow me on Instagram using this link right here. That's my Instagram tag, as well as my Cash App tag. If you got it like that, it's right here. Feel free to support the show. That way we could bring better content like this, like what I'm bringing to you today. Better content, better quality your way. So, before we get into this, I'd like for you all to put a round of applause for the host. I'd like for you all to give a round of applause to the host. I don't think y'all heard it loud enough. I said, put your hands up. Put your hands up for the host. Y'all already know what's going on. So, let's get into this today's video. So, So, today we'll be focusing on the market timeline. Now, some of you are probably wondering, what's he talking about, the marketing timeline? The marketing timeline is going to be a series where you could learn about marketing concepts and marketing techniques that you could add to your strategy. So, this isn't going to be just, if you're new to marketing, learning how to message what you're trying to sell. Like how to let other people know what you're selling is out there. So that's what this lesson is going to be about. It's going to be a 5-part lesson. And I guess now that I've got this live streaming, I guess now I could start doing it live. So if you're interested in things like this, feel free to hit it in the comment section below. Put it in the comment section below. And let me know what you're feeling about this kind of content. So, this first lesson is just going to be an intro, just to let you know what's to come in the next few lessons. So, picture this. You're looking to get your lunch, right? Your lunch for the week. You're looking to get your groceries for the week, right? So For you all, I've made a diagram illustration. Gonna be a little hard to see, but so let's say this is you, right? This is you at the beginning of the week. Or let's say this is for lunch. Right? This is for lunch. Yeah. Let's say this is for lunch. Not the whole week. Let's say you, right? You're looking for lunch, and the first thing that pops up on your mind is you want a sandwich, right? You want a sandwich. So let's say out of all the choices you have, right, for the sandwiches you could get, you have your grocery store, the two grocery stores down the block. You've got the two grocery stores that you always, get your chips and your snacks and canned foods and cold cuts and hot sandwiches from. For example, where I'm from, where I live right now, it's New Jersey, so we mostly call our corner stores and grocery stores bodegas. Or, for example, if you're in New York, you might call them poppy stores, right? Or you might call them bodegas over there too. So keep that in mind. So New Jersey, for example, and New York, both sell hot sandwiches, right? You're looking for a sandwich. So let's say you've got the two grocery stores down the block, right? Let's say 3 blocks away. And then you've got the supermarket. You've got 2 supermarkets. You've got one down the street and you've got one across town. Excuse me. So, and let's say you don't have a car. So you either have to walk or take the bus. Or let's say if you do have a car. But if you don't, you gotta walk or take the bus, right? Or today's Uber. You gotta Uber. Okay, so, and let's say you also have the bakery that you usually get like, they're not really like hot sandwiches, but they're sandwiches made to order, right? At the bakery. So they've got fresh bread, and they've got possibly cold cuts, right? Maybe some pastrami or something like that. I don't know if people eat cold pastrami. But let's say you also have the sandwich shop that is in town, and they make sandwiches per order, by the order. They make sandwiches, right? So you've got these options, right? Just for one thing that you're looking for right now, which is a sandwich. So now, let's say you hear of another option looking to open in the next 2 weeks, right? Okay, so you got another option. So you already know the stores that you're most likely looking to get. Most likely looking to go to, right? But there's still the possibility of when this new restaurant comes out that you'll actually give them a shot and you'll actually check that new sandwich shop out. So the question is, why, even if you have all the options that you already have, are you willing to explore this newer option? So that's the consumer to producer to distributor relationship and psychology concepts that we'll be going in more into this lesson. So be sure to subscribe, like the show, and comment. And also, if you'd like to support the show, I got the Cash App tag right here if you'd like to donate, or I've got the Instagram tag right here if you'd like to follow. And all these contributes to bettering the show, bettering the host life, So, if you're finding value in this kind of content, let me know. And feel free to engage in the comment section. This is supposed to be a community, so network in there and spitball ideas. And if you got some projects, hit some people up. They might be interested. Hold on.
Yo, I'm gonna take a nap. Wake me up about 9:40, right?
I got you. Alright, so out of these options, right? Why would you want to try out the new store that's opening up? So there's a good reason for this. So the reason is variety. It's the same reason why someone who has one shirt already is gonna buy another shirt down the line. Sure, they might have a shirt with a design print on theirs that might look even better, but chances are that same shirt they have now won't be as new as the shirt they could get later on. It won't be as different as the shirt they have later on. You know why? Because the shirt they see later on that they don't have is different. So let's go back to the sandwich analogy. In the early days, right? In the early days of marketing, of the relationships between consumers, producers, and distributors, which we'll also cover later in the series, is the way we delivered these products. So let's go back to the sandwich analogy, right? In your mind, you want a sandwich. Back then, you had to know that the two grocery stores that you were going to either had one or two things. They had the sandwich for you, or they had what you needed to make the sandwich, aka the ingredients. So they either made the sandwich for you, it had two options also, which was an already made sandwich or a sandwich made to order. So each one is a different type of experience. And there was this book I recently read a couple of days ago, where it was actually giving some info on why some products and services actually convert better than other products and services. So one of the things they actually brought up was that some products and services are sold as not just a product or service, but it's an experience. So for example, I just witnessed this the other day, right after reading it, like a day after reading it. And I went to the dentist, right? Or I think it might have been the same day. But I went to the dentist. Usually, a trip to the dentist, right? You sit in a room. You're the only person in the room. You wait until you see your nurse or dental assistant. Then you see the doctor, right? And then they get the drilling. But the difference with this visit was that the experience was better. Not the final product, right? Because it wasn't the final product, but the experience. So in either, whether you went to the one I went to or you went to the one I described where it's just a room, you still would have gotten your teeth cleaned, right? But what makes somebody want to go back there, right? What makes somebody want to stay longer is the experience that you have when getting your teeth cleaned, right? So the difference with this one is I had went to UMDNJ, and because they have students working directly with clients, the student process is actually a part of the experience of getting your teeth cleaned. Now, that might, they are students, so that does affect the quality of the turnout, aka getting your teeth cleaned. But the experience was there, that it did make it better. You got to talk to more people. You weren't staring at a blank wall. You weren't in a room, right? That's a better experience straight off the bat. So that was just one example that I saw since reading that, and that translates to many things. It translates to both products and services. So experience where they also said experience where it's like engaging content, engaging products. Like, what do you like about the product? And I don't know, that might not be the example for it, but put it down in the comment section below. What does that mean to you? So this supermarket, right? They might have the ingredients or they might have the sandwich. So what's the difference between going to the grocery store, which has the ingredients? What's the difference with going to the supermarket, which has what's the difference between going to the supermarket, which has the ingredients? What's the difference with going to the grocery stores, which has the ingredients or the sandwiches? Or what's the difference between going to the sandwich shop that makes the specialty sandwiches especially for you, right? And let's say it's a premium sandwich shop. While you're waiting there, they're showing you what they're making. They're making it for you, okay? Let's say they already boiled it, they already prepped it. But all it's taking is for them to put it on the skillet and make it exactly how you want it. Okay, so let's say it's a sandwich, right? But you wanted a beef sandwich, beef sirloin sandwich, sirloin steak sandwich, right? With the juices of the beef part of like the sauce of the sandwich, right? And then you have some onions, you got some sauteed onions, and you got some sauteed garlic. You got some sauteed garlic, you put some seasoning on there. My battery's almost dead. You put some seasoning on there. I'm gonna have to wrap the show early, but this is just the intro. You put some seasoning on there, right? And they say what, bada boom, especially made for you. Throw some cheese on there, and then you're like, damn, You can smell it. You can smell it's gonna be rocking. And they say it's $26. You just saw how they made the sandwich and everything. They're like, nah, throw some stuff on there. They say $26. And at that point, it doesn't matter what the price is. It's $26. You'll be like, it's $26 for a reason, right? It just brought you through the entire experience of making the sandwich. Plus, you smell the sandwich. You've never seen a sirloin steak cut sandwich made to this magnitude before, right? And then they cut it with one of those paper board cutters. You're gonna pay that $26. 26 might be cutting it. You're gonna pay that $16, right? $16 for a sandwich. But the difference between all of these examples, right? The difference between all these examples, they're all sandwiches. You can make the sandwich yourself. If you know you can make a better sandwich in your mind, you're thinking of a really good sandwich. You can have it made for you at the supermarket or grocery store. If you want grocery store quality sandwich, you can have it made for you. And let's say you've tried each one of these at least once, and then there's a new sandwich in town. You're gonna try that sandwich. Funny thing is, you don't have to know what kind of sandwiches they make. All you have to know is they make sandwiches. But what we're going to go over is how are you going to know they sell sandwiches in the first place? And that's what we'll be covering. The difference between how that information was transmitted, how that information was sent and received back then compared to now. I look to see you all there next time.